What's going on, champs and champions? It's FireMonkey here. A vehicle was decrypted earlier today, however I thought this would have been a better topic to talk about because hopefully by making this video I can get this fixed sooner and have a better ecosystem for everyone out there who does spend money on V-Bucks. As you guys may or may not know, recently, ever since the price of V-Bucks has gone up, I've decided I'm just not buying V-Bucks, right? You know, it's $9 for 800 V-Bucks, $23 for 2,400. Instead of buying these, I just do my Save the World missions and stuff because I'm a founder, so I get the daily V-Bucks and everything. So that's how I got things like the Super Meat Boy sidekick you're seeing down here. Now, if I was to purchase the V-Bucks for it, I would not have been getting that sidekick. However, I wanted to talk about an issue going on with Fortnite recently. As you can see, I have 2,600 V-Bucks, and we have stuff over here like the Lola Bunny and Daffy Duck bundle for 3,200 V-Bucks. If I go ahead and click the Get V-Bucks Purchase button, you can see that I can buy 600 V-Bucks for $8.49. However, for 50 cents more, I'm able to get 800 V-Bucks, and you can see that it's just a weird discrepancy. However, it gets a little bit more odd when we go to something that costs a little bit more. Like, let's go to this 4,000 V-Buck bundle. You can see for 1,400 V-Bucks, it's $21. For literally $2 more, I get 1,000 V-Bucks more. It is such a weird pricing thing, and I'm not for sure why it's gone this kind of like messed up with everything when it comes to how you'll be able to purchase things. I don't think there's anything else down here I'm able to actually go ahead and purchase to show the pricing difference to you guys, but it's one of those very, very odd like occurrences where it's like ever since they raised the price of V-Bucks, everything else in the Fortnite like economy, like the exact purchase system, has kind of become garbage. And to kind of showcase this to you guys, I have the Fortnite GG website pulled up, and I kind of want to go through this together. So firstly, let's go in-game. Let's go over here to the purchase system where you can see like $90 for 12,500 V-Bucks and all that, and let's pull up the website real quickly here, which has all of the links for all the purchase options. Now you can see here for 50 V-Bucks, it's $1. 100, $2. 150, $3, and so on. It goes up $1 every 50 V-Buck increment, but you then have 800 V-Bucks for $8, or I guess technically $9, you know, because it's $8.99, not including taxes and everything. But if you want 50 V-Bucks more, that's $10, right? It is such a weird thing, because then you look over here and it's like 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, like all the way through, except for 750 V-Bucks, which is $8.49. Then you go over here, you have like 900 V-Bucks for $11, 950 over here for $12, 1,000 for $13, and if we keep scrolling down and everything, this is where it gets a little bit more confusing, because look, 1,450 V-Bucks, $22, 2,350 V-Bucks, $22.50. Why is it that for 50 cents more, I'm basically able to obtain 1,000 extra V-Bucks? You know, technically more like 900 extra V-Bucks, but why is this a thing? Why is it that if I only buy 1,450, $22? If I buy 2,350, it's $22.50, and then in-game, if I buy 2,400, it's $22.99. This is the issue with the exact purchase system ever since Epic Games has changed the prices of all the V-Bucks and everything, is none of the exact purchases make sense. Like, if you wanted to go ahead and purchase yourself a skin in the item shop or something, and you only needed like 400 V-Bucks, you might as well just buy the 800 V-Buck pack, because 400 V-Bucks is $1 cheaper than 800 V-Bucks, yet you're getting double the amount of currency in 800 V-Bucks, and I'm not for sure why this is an issue. Now, you may also notice certain things over here, like the 1,500 V-Buck purchase option was missing. When they did the price increase, some of those actual bundles, even though they got made, weren't active in the store. I do think it's been fixed now, so I might, you might see an update on Fortnite GG in the future, but it is still something a little bit weird. And let's go back here real quickly, let's look at this. 4,500 V-Bucks is $37 in-game United States. If we go down here to 4,500 or around that area, you have yourself 3,000 V-Bucks for $36, or 4,450 V-Bucks for $36.50. And then this is the exact same issue again. It's like, why is it 3,000 is 36, and then the exact purchase that is like 1,400 more V-Bucks than the other option is still $36, but it's 50 cents more expensive. You know, if we do like the math here, you're getting an extra 1,400 V-Bucks for spending an extra 50 cents than if you were to buy 3,050 V-Bucks. And it's just so odd seeing that pricing, because like if we go up here once again, 800 V-Bucks, $9, 400 V-Bucks, $8. The pricing is just so broken to the point where it's like, if you do the exact purchase system, because when it first got added, it was a pretty nice system, you know, it had good pricing and everything, but if you need yourself 600 V-Bucks, like for this right here, you might as well just buy 800 V-Bucks, right? You get 200 more for 50 more cents. If you need yourself, if we go down here to like the Hercules bundle, 1,400 V-Bucks, you might as well buy 2,400. You're getting an extra 1,000 V-Bucks for $2. And of course I can't show like the bigger increment amounts or anything like that, but it's just something that I hope by making this video and making it blatantly obvious, don't use the like exact purchase system because it's basically a scam. Maybe we can see an update. And if we see an update, I'll do an update video to this because I actually do track these bundles whenever they get added to Fortnite's API and everything. But then it goes all the way up here to, if I go ahead and scroll down a little bit, we have the 12,500 V-Buck pack in game real quickly. If we go ahead and view here, 12,500 V-Bucks, $89.99. And then if you look, actually once it gets to like 5,000, they stop doing the incremental values and everything like that. But it just doesn't make sense, all the pricing. It's just a very broken thing to the point where a system that once when it was originally released that was super good is now just not worth it. You're losing money 90% of the time when you buy this, unless, you know, and I could see this being a thing, unless certain bundles, like when we mentioned the whole entire 1,400 V-Buck jump right here for an extra 50 cents, unless this ends up actually being more bang for your buck, then technically I could see people going ahead and buying this. But at the same time, I'm not really for sure because the prices that are 50 cents below one of the exact purchases here, you know, the 800, 2,400, etc., they are just kind of around that price range. So it might just be messed up all across the board. And honestly, all of these might not be worth it, right? If you ever see an exact purchase, if you're ever like 100 V-Bucks short or something, don't buy it for $2. Just don't do it because something obviously went wrong when they were making this whole entire system. So hopefully I'm making this video and ranting about it for a little bit, even though I haven't really been purchasing V-Bucks in a while and my Fortnite crew is actually going to expire soon. Hopefully this can get fixed so the people who do only want to buy 200 V-Bucks or 300 V-Bucks can actually get the purchases they want. And like, if you're Epic Games, I understand the pricing is a little weird because of the V-Buck value. When it comes to 800 V-Bucks, it's basically like $1 is 88 V-Bucks and 98 cents or something. So, you know, it's a little odd over there. It's not 100 V-Bucks is $1 anymore. So when it comes to exact purchases, you're going to have odd amounts. Like for 50 V-Bucks, it'd probably be like 56 cents. For 100 V-Bucks, around $1.12. 150, $1.69. 200, 2.25. And maybe that's why they didn't want to do that. You know, maybe that's why the system is so broken, because they don't want, you know, for 600 V-Bucks you to spend $6.74 or something because of those odd non-rounded amounts. And I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, at that point, you might as well just remove the exact purchase system, right? You know, hopefully this video, though, by talking about this, can shed some light on the issue, help people avoid potentially spending a lot of money on something they didn't actually want to spend extra money on, and can make you a little bit more aware that, hey, you might as well just buy these, right? You might as well just buy the full out packs here, because I don't know a single one of the exact purchase amounts that are even worth it anymore. Until next time, however, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you champs and chambettes tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.